everybody, Paul from Pace Performance Consulting, here to talk to you really quick about one of our tips. We're going to do this probably monthly, weekly, we don't know yet. So what we're going to talk about today is the opposing force reload. This gun is clear. So let's just jump right into what we got going on. So for you slide catch, slide stop guys, whatever terminology you want to call this part right here, the slide catch is what I call it, just a generic thing. I like to work a process called the opposing force reload. Now the opposing force reload's pretty simple. It's very much like seating a magazine and hitting the button, but I go ahead and I'm going to round the edges and take a step away from that. I don't want to seat the magazine and press the button. So here's where the opposing forces come in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that magazine. When I go to insert it, I'm going to move my thumb from my magazine release, dropping that empty magazine out, index my fresh magazine. While I'm indexing, I'm going to move my thumb to the slide catch. So when I do this, I'm not putting any tension, I'm just touching it. So I'm just going to touch it with the slightest amount of tension. Once I grab that fresh magazine out with that new ammunition and I seat it hard enough, what's going to happen is those opposing forces of me keeping the gun steady and inserting this magazine like I mean it is going to shut the slide. So let's take a look at what that looks like. There we go. So I'll go ahead and download this gun. We got one in the chamber like we wanted. So what we'll do is, real quick, we'll just demonstrate it live. All right, so we're gonna set this up administratively, no fuss, no muss. So we're just gonna load up the gun. I got a couple of rounds in the magazine. All I'm gonna do here is fire on the target a couple times. Once I get slide lock, I'm gonna go ahead and go into that reload process, and we'll give you a nice and slow view of how we would expect this to look just for success. If you do this process the wrong way, it cannot work. So what we wanna do is we wanna make sure when we're seating that magazine, the power from seating it is what's going to close the slide along with our thumb being there. We don't want to press the slide catch as we're inserting the magazine because then we're not going to get a full seat of anything. So we'll just go ahead and do this live. I'm going to go ahead and keep my thumb here. Push. All this thumb is doing is resting. It's going to go into battery. I have one in the chamber and I'm going to continue shooting. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in.